book of Revelation uses symbolic language. What you're about to hear are interpretations, not forecasts. 2,000 years ago, the Bible described an army of 200 million crossing the Euphrates River. This was at a time when the entire world population was less than that. So what was John actually seeing? A human army, or something far stranger? In the book of Revelation, these forces are called the kings of the East. Their path opens when the great river Euphrates dries up, which many see as a symbol for the removal of a massive barrier. But here's the problem. In the ancient world, an army of 200 million was logistically impossible. For John's audience, this number would have sounded like pure fantasy. It was simply beyond comprehension. Now, fast forward to today. Some modern readers argue this could represent a future human army. They point out that today, only a few regions on Earth could theoretically mobilize numbers this large. It's a fascinating thought, right? Supporters of this view often see the number as symbolic math that describes an immense scale, not necessarily an exact headcount. It's an interpretation, not a prediction. On the other hand, others believe this army is not human at all. The text in Revelation describes some very strange features, like fire, smoke, and sulfur. Imagery that doesn't really match conventional warfare. It sounds more like a supernatural force. In biblical literature, you see massive numbers often symbolize overwhelming power, not census data. So, could this be a metaphor for a spiritual or demonic host? Then there's a third idea. Some scholars suggest that John was describing something he completely lacked the language to explain. Imagine seeing a future phenomenon but only having the words and symbols of the first century to describe it. It wouldn't be a military briefing, but a vision filtered through an ancient imagination. So, why does this still matter today? The real mystery isn't whether this specific army exists. It's why we, as humans, keep returning to this powerful image, especially during times of global uncertainty. The book of Revelation may actually say less about the future and more about how our societies process fear, power, and change. Maybe the kings of the East aren't coming. Maybe they've always been a mirror. Thanks for watching. If you found this perspective interesting, consider subscribing for exploration into historical and symbolic texts.